In Photoshop, the vector drawing tools are all organized in this part of the toolbar. So we have these 4 elements here, and for each of them we have more options. The pen tool can work with all of these features in one if you know the keyboard shortcuts, maybe apart from the freeform pen tool. And then we also have the type tool, which again has a couple of other options. Then we have the selection tools, the path selection tool and the direct selection tool. And then we also have the shape tools. So with the shape tools and the pen tool, we have the drawing mode options, which you will be asked in the exam probably. So you have to remember that you can draw with shape, path or pixels. Now, if you draw with shape, that will create a new shape layer. With path, you will create a work path, which then can be saved into a saved path. And if you choose pixels, it will create a rasterized shape on an existing standard layer. So just quickly to show you, if I have shape selected and I start drawing, you can see it created a new layer. It's already visible in my layers panel. And to create this star, I can start drawing, but once I get to this stage, for example, I won't be able to see what's happening because I have a fill color assigned to this shape layer. Well, of course, I can always get rid of that, so I can choose no fill color, and then I can easily finish this. And once I'm ready, because the shape layer has these attributes, I can always choose a different color, fill color for this layer. Now, if I have the path option selected, with that, I will be able to create a work path. So if I start drawing here, as you can see, again, getting a fill color because I'm currently in the shape layer. So this element will be added to the same shape layer with the star, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to select the background layer and keep the path mode selected so I can start drawing. And you see now it won't have any fill color, and I don't even have the attributes there on the top like fill color and stroke and things like that. And now I'm going to create this shape, and to be able to do this I'm drawing smooth points by click and dragging. And I just created this shape, but this is a work path, so this is not a shape layer. And if I go to my paths panel, I can see it's a work path. And work paths can be saved very easily by double clicking on them and giving a name. I'm just going to call this flower, and then it will be saved here in the paths panel. And once it's saved, it works like a layer, so you can drag it up and down if you have more paths saved. And you can also quickly create a selection, for example, from a path by pressing Command Enter or Control Enter. So that can be done quickly and easily. Or you can also use the icon here at the bottom of the panel to turn it into a selection. Or you can stroke this path with a brush, or you can also fill the path with a foreground color. And that will be added on the layer that you have selected. You can of course also use the context menu, and then you will have even more options. So you can create a custom shape from this, you can delete the path, or you can also create even a 3D extrusion from this selected path. And in case you have a layer selected, like another, maybe an empty layer, then we have also the option available to create a vector mask from this, or a clipping path. And from the layer menu, we have the new fill layer options like solid color, gradient, and pattern. So just to show you, if I choose solid color, that will create a new color fill layer with this path, or from this path. So these are also things that you should remember for the exam.